Okay, hi everyone. So I just thought I'd come out here and give y'all a bit of an update on the branch that I thought had a ladybug, had ladybugs on them. I'm kind of distracted because I'm just coming out here and looking around. Um, but yeah, I wanted to show y'all that. So I don't think that there are ladybugs. Um, we're gonna go through here. Let me get a stick because I had tapped them and they didn't move, so I don't know what it is. So let's take a little look. So look, see over here and zoom in, and let's see. Can I see that? Wait a minute. Right there, and it's something hard. I don't know what it is that's on here. I don't know if y'all can see that. They're not coming off. I have no idea what that is. I might use my plan ID and see if I can, if that can detect what it is. But no, it's not ladybug, so a little disappointed in that. Oh boy. But also, I was looking over here and I've haven't checked to see if anything is happening over here with this sweet potato. But look, I want y'all to see that. Y'all see that? Can you see that? See that? A bud. So we're gonna have some sweet potatoes. So that's cool. Yep. And then I put a watermelon. Let me see. Wait a minute. There's some strawberries, and then the oregano. She's going to seed, and which I'm glad because I don't have any more oregano, so that'll be good. Then I've had an extra mint, so I put her out here as well. So we'll see how that goes. Then I had some volunteers come up here. This is my rosemary that I actually got this rosemary from the store. And look over here. I used some soil, some old soil, and look what we have there. It's a little tomato. So I just left that. Hopefully I can get that rosemary to grow because I have not been successful. Here's another volunteer. I moved her. I thought it'd be nice to have her among the flowers. Of course, my beautiful sedum. I've had her for a while. The salvia. So the flowers are looking beautiful. I don't know what this is here. This popped up. I have no idea what that is. That might be a black-eyed Susan because some couple of years ago or something I planted one and then I redid this bed and totally forgot where she was. So I believe that's the black-eyed Susan. I'm gonna leave her right there and let these two work it out. So never see them. Nesta Dianthus right there. And my Coreopsis, she finally decided to do something for me this year. So she was looking beautiful. I had to cut her back a little bit because cut back, deadhead her. So she's looking beautiful. But I don't know what this is. I have no idea what that is. So if someone knows, could you please tell me? I might get my plan ID out too and see if that'll help. But yeah, I don't know what that is. It could be, wait a minute, it could be a daylily. But I had a daylily over here that I was waiting to come up. So maybe, I don't know. I just remembered that. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so over here are my alyssums that I did winter sowing with. And look at them, aren't they beautiful? Oh, this is my first time growing them. They are just beautiful. I was like, wow. And they're actually standing up to the heat. So I don't think they're perennials, but I don't know. That would be nice if they were perennials, because then I wouldn't have to do it again. But anyway, I put a watermelon seed in here. Let's see if we can zoom in on that, the sugar baby. And she's looking pretty good since I've moved her over here. But she was not looking so good in the other spot she was in. So hopefully I'll get a watermelon, because I don't know what happened to my other watermelons. I think some snails have been eating a lot of my stuff. And then we had over here some onions. I think onions popped up. I don't know what this is. We were snacking on it at one time, but now look at this. This has some seeds on it. Let's see, can y'all see that? It has some seeds on it. And starting to come in. And I'm just gonna let that grow, fall, do whatever it wants to do, and see what happens. I put a little log around there to protect it, to remind me when I cut the grass to not mow that down. Because you know how it is, when you're cutting grass, you're just in the zone. More flowers. These are all native wildflowers that I sprinkled in here I think a couple years ago. And so yeah, they just came back. Oh, and then I have sunchokes. I thought I got rid of them. Put them in this. Put them. What is it? I put, what is that? The blackberry in here, and then that's when the sunchokes appeared. And the thing with the sunchokes is that I don't know what it is with them. They just get all this funky stuff on them, and I was like, I don't know what that is. And I don't know. So anyway, I might have to deal with that. But right now, I'm not going to deal with that. This is my Aronia. And she's having some issues. I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to see what that is on her. Because I don't want stuff to be spreading. And, you know, that dies. Because that would be a shame. Okay. Sage. This is the sage right there. I think I did that in... winter sowing as well. So I got a sage here, and I put one over here, down here. So they're holding on. They're holding on. I mean, I was like, okay, do whatever you're gonna do. Another butternut that I'm trying to get to grow. And then we got a little seed down in here that popped up. We shall see what that is. But yeah, I'm trying my best to get a butternut squash. I really want a butternut squash. That's the mint. I think it's spearmint. So I put one over there. So that's another one that I had. I don't know what this is. I'm going to have to look, because I hope that's not poison ivy. They have really big leaves, whatever they are. That would be a shame if that's poison ivy. But I'll deal with that. If it is poison ivy, I'm going to have to spray it. So let's see what else we got going on over here. The Swiss chard. You know, I'm not sure if I mentioned this. I've been trying to grow Swiss chard for I don't know how long. Finally got some Swiss chard. I cooked it, and I was just not impressed. Maybe that's just me. I was like, wow, sometimes we work so hard to get something to grow, and then you get it, and you're like, what was the big hype about that? You know, trying to grow that when I have my, what is that, curly dock, I think it is, just growing around here. It's just, you know, just considered a weed. I love the curly dock. And so I tried the curly dock and the Swiss chard just to do a comparison. And the Swiss chard, I just didn't see what the hype was. I was just not impressed with that. So anyway, that's just me. I don't know what this is that's growing in here. That's another thing. I'm like, you know, something that's just growing like that has got to be some type of weed. I don't know. I have some, these are my propagations. This came off the root stock of my plum tree. I cut it back because from what I read, it could stunt my main plum, but this was, you know, what was grafted. The root plum that I have was grafted onto this one. And so I was like, okay, let me see if I can root that. And I wish, and I was watching another YouTuber, and I was like, man, I wish I had did, was it air layering on it before I cut it off, because then it, would have had some root, had a chance to root while it was on the actual tree. But anyway, hindsight is 2020. So we'll see. Hopefully that will root for me. That would be so great, because then I'll have two of them. Then, like I said, these are my cuttings, and I looked. The elderberries are rooting, but I'm waiting. I like to wait a bit because I don't see any flowers or anything. Any leaves or anything coming up. That's what I mean. It is early in the morning. Let me tell you, I stopped drinking coffee. It's been more than 3 weeks. I don't know how I'm making it. But just don't know how I'm making it. Now where did she go? I came to this table and there was a dead ladybug on here, just laying here. And I don't know, maybe the wind just blew her away. And I was just like, oh, what happened to the little ladybug? So, look, so you see this elderberry, she's branching out right here. You see these leaves right there? Yep, she's branching out. She's got her leaves. That's what I mean. She has her leaves. This is chickpeas. And I actually need to, I don't know how chickpeas grow, but I'm just gonna try to get it to trellis up that. They just seem really like, I don't know, like weak. And then of course Mister's little apple tree has spots on it. I don't know. I'm just, I think it's just a good experiment for him to just to understand, that a seed can do what a seed can do. So that's exciting, I think, for him. This is another black cherry, and she's doing good. These are the volunteer potatoes. What the world? Wait a minute. I just looked over here. Look at this. What is this? I got stuff popping up over here. Another potato. Wow. Look at that. Another potato. That's crazy. And you know what gets me? I don't even know how the potatoes got over here. I remember when I first moved here, I had a compost over there. So I haven't seen any potatoes over there. So I'm like, how did we get potatoes all over here? I just don't understand that. Like, that just blows my mind. So these are starting to die back, and we're gonna dig these up, and hopefully we'll get something more over here. Now these, I actually planted these, and I probably could dig these up today. They look terrible. Y'all see that? They look terrible. Look at that. Yeah, they're looking rough. So I might dig those up today. What else? I put the pepper plants. Something's been biting on my pepper plants. Probably, I think the snails more than anything. Then the tomato plant, she's definitely getting bigger. This, I believe, is my roselle. That's all I planted in that pot, roselle. And yeah, so that's what I have. I believe that's the roselle. And then of course another tomato plant. And these are all volunteers. I don't know what kind they are until they show up. My mom's gardenia, she flowered, and then the flowers died back, and and stuff. So they look like they're gonna try to do another one. But I'm so happy to see that she's still here with us. Then of course my sweet potatoes. This is kind of getting long. But I just wanted to come in here and show y'all, just give y'all an update. I don't want to be like showing y'all stuff and then don't come back and what the heck happened with that. This is the chayote, and she's getting some more leaves, so that's good. I'm excited because I've never grown the chayote before, so I'm excited to see how she performs, and just to see, so I can learn on her habits and behaviors. See, I got more of this, and I'm beginning to think Y'all tell me. I'm beginning to think this might be, what's that, pokeweed? Yeah, because I've had that grow around my yard before. It's either pokeweed or it could be 4 o'clocks. I don't know. I'm gonna get my plant ID on that because I'm noticing a lot of them was coming around. Muscadine, see that? Just all over here. They're just outrageous. The cucumbers. Hopefully hopefully they'll start growing. I don't know. I've been planting seeds and who knows. The tomatoes right there. And I cut my grass, and I remember that I put grass seeds down before on my in my beds and stuff. So I decided to do that again. More muscadine, muscadine, and these are my beans. Let's see. There's the beans, and she's going up. I just stuck a little branch in there that I cut down, and let her go up there and see what she's gonna do. Then a melon, trying to hold on to that. So, I don't know, because like I said, the snails have been just chomping on my stuff. So that's the, what's it, cantaloupe. Then what else? We got the peppers. We've been biting on the peppers and stuff, but we'll see. They're, look at them, trying to make a pepper. Can y'all see that? Where is it at? There's a little pepper right there, trying to make peppers. So, and a tomato right there. So things are slowly coming up. This onion I'm letting going to seed. I got this one from Gurney's, and I'm just letting it go to seed. I'm gonna collect the seeds so that way I don't have to buy no more seeds. Who wants to keep buying seeds? I don't. The garlic, I'm like, whatever. I can't. I just can't. I'm just trying to deal with the fact that I don't know, everything looks rough, but it, I'm just trying to just pivot and keep it moving. More peppers, and they have to adjust because I just transplanted them, and so they have to get their lives together. The strawberries, more strawberries. I actually gave a friend of mine some strawberries yesterday. I said, I have so many strawberries. Mister's tomato is growing. I'm so excited for him. So excited, so excited. Squash, she just put on her flower. I don't remember seeing that yesterday. Yep. So I'm just gonna leave that alone. Last year, I was trying to grow them, and I think I was just giving them too much attention. So I'm like, I just can't. Grow, don't grow. I just can't. I just can't. The tomato, and those leaves are really big. That scares me. But look, we got flowers on them. Look at that. And my sorrel, something's been deep. Oh my God. I think I had something in here. I think something came and dug it up. I think I had something in there. Can't remember. But I believe it did. And I think something took it away. Wow, okay. Anyway, telling you it's rough out here. My sorrel, look at the carrot. Trying to get big in the beans, the bush beans. And my pepper, she's holding on. Oh, more potatoes right there. It is hot out here. I'm telling y'all, we got up to like 90 degrees yesterday. It is hot. And it's more humid than anything. The little pepper, another one that was just transplanted yesterday. Oh, it's definitely getting humid. It's almost like I can't, it's like, I don't know, like it's trying to take your breath away. But yeah, so whatever. I've been collecting the seeds. This is the dinosaur kale. I collected some of the seeds and put her away so I can go in and start working on that. I'll work on that as we get a little closer towards the end of, I think, July. I have to see because I don't want to start too soon. But yeah, at least I have the seeds. There's the strawberries. Look at that. They are loving this spot. I haven't seen those strawberries be that big since I've had them. They're doing really good. But anyway, over here, I was talking about that curly dock. Look, up in the pot. Over here. I mean, it's just growing. And I'm like, I'm not doing anything. And that just, I was like, just, just go with that. Just go with it. Just go with it. Anything that would just grow for you and you don't have to do anything for it, why not? Why not? Now, these are supposed to be some tree collard seeds. I really doubt it. From what I understand, the best way to get a tree collard seed, a tree collard, is through a cutting. So that's probably not true. But anyway, I was glad to receive them from another YouTuber. And we'll see how that goes. She sent me a lot of seeds. That was just so sweet of her. And of course, look at the mulberries down that fell down. I was like, that's just such a shame. The mulberries are all over the place. All in this bed. And I just collected some of my curly kale seeds because I don't think this is going to make it. If it does, it would shock me. But I'm glad I have seeds so I can just start all over. But look at that. All those mulberries. Yep. And then I cut her back. I cut the mulberry back some more again. I think this is the second time. And we're